Okay, let's unpack this. We're doing a deep dive on a very specific piece of hardware that honestly solves a classic industrial headache.
It really does.
We're not talking about your standard office power over Ethernet here. We're focusing on the NTI E-POE-IND adapter, the industrial version.
Exactly. And our mission really is to get beyond the spec sheet. It's to understand the operational freedom a device like this gives you.
Right.
Because if you're a facilities manager, the problem is always device placement. You need a sensor here, but the nearest power outlet is way over there.
And you can't just run an extension cord.
No. So this deep dive is for you. It's a shortcut to understanding how a robust adapter like this it breaks that constraint.
And the way it does it is so practical. It lets a compatible device like, say, the E-MAN LXOIND sensor pull its power and its data through one single Ethernet cable.
From a PoE switch, yep, it literally cuts the cord.
That is the core function. But the real game changer is that freedom of placement you mentioned.
It's massive. And it's not just about avoiding an outlet. Think about the scale of an industrial facility, a giant warehouse or a remote pumping station.
Sure.
This adapter lets you run power and data over standard Ethernet cabling up to 328 feet. That's, what, 100 meters?
100 meters, that's a long way.
It saves a fortune. You don't have to run dedicated high-voltage lines just for one little sensor.
But the detail that really jumps out from these docs is the industrial strength. What makes this thing truly industrial and not just, a regular adapter in a tough-looking box?
Well, it really comes down to its thermal resilience. That's the key. This thing is designed to work pretty much anywhere.
Anywhere.
I mean, we're talking about an operating temperature range from a staggering negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit
Yeah.
all the way up to 167 degrees.
Wow. Okay, so from an Arctic freezer to being bolted onto machinery in the desert.
Exactly. That's why it matters. It allows your team to standardize
Yeah.
one device for all your environmental monitoring, no matter how extreme the conditions.
And on the technical side, I see it's compliant with the 802.3 AT standard. Now, for you listening, why is that specific standard important?
Because modern sensors, they draw more power. The AT standard, or PoE plus AT, just guarantees the adapter can deliver that higher wattage. It's more future-proof.
Got it.
Plus, and this is great for legacy gear, you can select the output voltage, either 12 volts or 24 volts DC.
So you can power older non-PoE devices right off the Ethernet line.
You got it. It extends the life of your existing hardware.
And it's built to fit into that rugged environment. It snaps right onto a DAN rail in an industrial cabinet, or you can mount it on a wall. It's built for purpose.
Yep. But despite all that toughness, what the sources really highlight is how simple the setup is.
No tools or software necessary for installation. That's the quote.
Right. And that's appealing. But you might wonder, does that simplicity mean you lose features?
That's what I was thinking. Is it just a dumb device, or is there more to it?
It's designed to focus on reliability first. It's not a management tool itself. The simplicity is the feature because it reduces points of failure.
And it has safety built in at the hardware level.
It does. Overload and short circuit protection. The idea is you install it once, quickly, and then you forget about it. It just works.
Now, connecting this to the bigger picture, the E-POE-IND is really an enabler for a whole ecosystem, right? NTI has these other systems like the E5D-IND.
Exactly. Those are the industrial environment monitoring systems, the brains of the operation, tracking humidity, water leaks, temperature.
So this adapter is the crucial link.
It's the crucial link that delivers the power and data connectivity to those sensors, especially the ones far from any infrastructure. It makes a whole monitoring strategy possible.
So to sum it all up for you, the NTI E-POE-IND is about simple, tough, long-distance power and data. It's engineered specifically to solve those tricky placement problems in really harsh environments.
At the end of the day, it's a specialized tool that just simplifies logistics.
And one final thought for you to chew on. The sources mention this adapter is TAA compliant. That's the Trade Agreements Act, which is often a requirement for government contracts. So considering how sensitive those systems can be, what are the broader implications when you require such a stringent standard for something that seems as simple as a power adapter? Something to think about the next time you're designing a system.